What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 128, and we start today's episode off with a game against Chelsea here at White Hart Lane. And I had said in the last episode that I definitely think we can be title contenders this year, and this is the game to prove that my ambitions are not far-fetched, because we take on Chelsea, who are actually currently the Barclays Premier League winners, the title holders, if you will, in this game and in this career. So we take on Chelsea, and as you can see, they are sitting top of the table, 6 games, 5 wins and 1 loss. We're 4th with 3 wins and 3 draws. So yeah, we're taking on Chelsea, who feature Gareth Bale as well, returning to White Hart Lane. Bale, of course, the former Spurs and Real Madrid player in Southampton as well. We take on Chelsea with a very, very decent side. Bale actually starting as the striker in this game, so we'd have to be fearful of the Welshman's pace. But the first chance of the game would come in the 4th minute as Lewis Holtby finds Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge gets past his man for finding Chalobah, who finds Nelson Oliveira. Nice passing here, releases Brian Carrasco, who fakes shots past Marcelo, plays it back to Nelson Oliveira. Really nice passing here. He ends up stopping the ball to get past the Corre with a nice little drag back. Crosses the ball in towards Daniel Sturridge, and his header hits the post, and Chelsea get the ball away. So we were very, very unlucky not to take an early lead in this game. Sturridge almost scoring against one of his former clubs, and it was still 0-0. But in the 7th minute, we get the ball back here. Lamella's shot is well blocked, but Chelsea just couldn't seem to get the ball clear, and eventually it comes to Daniel Sturridge. Fake shots past Ramirez, gets onto his right foot here, his weaker right foot, but unfortunately he drags the shot wide, and it is still 0-0. So a couple of great chances for Sturridge to score against one of his former clubs early on here, but it was still 0-0. But in the 28th minute, Van Ginkel gets on the ball and finds Gareth Bale. He rolls it through to Juan Mata. Great ball over the top towards Schürrle. Kiriakis is the wrong side of him, and it is a superb finish by Andre Schürrle to get the ball past Lloris, put it into the far corner, and give Chelsea the lead in the 27th minute. So I did say this is a game we really need to win. We were losing 27 minutes in, and it could get even worse in the 33rd minute. Marcelo plays a great ball to Mata. Mata goes clear, but it's a superb challenge by Schär, or so I thought. The referee ends up giving a penalty, and the former FC Basel defender is penalised there for a foul on Mata. And I was furious because I thought, as well as you see this, I thought Mata actually dived into the head of Fabian Schär, and the referee gave the penalty. I didn't think it was a penalty myself. Maybe you guys did, but I didn't think it was a penalty. But Gareth Bale, the former Spurs man, would stand up against Hugo Lloris. So what a chance for Bale to score against one of his former clubs. It is Bale against Lloris. A really, really good chance for the Welshman. Bale hits it against the post. It comes back and hits him, and of course it's a free kick because you cannot touch the ball once you've taken the penalty and it comes back to you. So off the post, I should say, or off the bar. So the referee gives a free kick to us, and Gareth Bale misses the penalty here at White Hart Lane. So it really was dramatic as it comes, really, for Bale to miss that penalty. And from the free kick, we work our way up the pitch. Brian Carrasco gets onto the ball and chips it through towards Daniel Sturridge, headed away only as far as Carrasco, who stops the ball, plays it through to Lewis Holtby. He finds Sturridge. Nice little pass inside to Carrasco. Great chance to hit back here. Carrasco crosses the ball in, and Nelson Oliveira has a free header, but he can only put the ball wide. So there were some great chances in this game for both sides, but we just weren't taking ours, whereas Chelsea had taken theirs. But in the 45th minute, straight from kickoff, Ramirez gives the ball away, and Daniel Sturridge plays a 1-2 with Eric Lamela. Sturridge goes through 1-on-1 and finishes his chance really, really well. So great finish by Daniel Sturridge, and straight from kickoff, Chelsea give the ball away, and it is Sturridge and Lamela who link up to make it Spurs 1, Chelsea 1, and Sturridge, of course, against his former club, showing the respect with no celebration, and we are back on level terms here. So good finish by Sturridge, and in the 53rd minute, Ross Barkley gets on the ball and finds Nelson Oliveira. He plays the ball out wide to Lamela, who crosses the ball in towards Sturridge. It's tipped up in the air by Courtois. Carrasco first time volleys it in towards Lewis Holtby, headed away only as far as Barkley, shoots it, it hits the post, and it comes to Sturridge, and somehow Daniel Sturridge misses it, and Courtois makes the save. Don't think he knew too much about it, the Belgian goalkeeper, but even so, it is still 1-1. Barkley almost scoring another superb goal there, but still 1-1. But in the 60th minute, we get the ball away from a cross. Lewis Holtby gets onto the ball, and it's a great chance for a 3-on-3 here. Holtby's got to pick the right man, and he does. He finds Daniel Sturridge. Sturridge is going through. Here, Ronaldo tries to get past Akore, but his finesse shot deflects off Nathan Ake and goes into the bottom corner. So Sturridge a bit embarrassed about that goal there. It just deflected off Nathan Ake and found its way into the bottom corner, and poor Courtois, he had no chance with that one whatsoever. He was going the wrong way, and unfortunately it deflected and just trickled into the line, over the line and into the back of the net there. It just went straight into the bottom corner, but so slowly. Courtois was desperately trying to get back, but he couldn't do it, and I'm not sure it was going to be an Ake own goal, because I think the shot was on target anyway, but even so, it was a very big deflection by Nathan Ake. No way Sturridge was meaning that, obviously, and thankfully we did take a 2-1 lead here. So Sturridge claims it, even though it did take a huge deflection off Nathan Ake, and we do take the lead here at 2-1. So great to see us come back from 1-0 down to be leading at 2-1 in the 67th minute. How about this? As the game wasn't bizarre enough already, Fabian Schär gives the ball away here. Juan Mata gets onto the ball and plays it through to Gareth Bale. His first shot is blocked, his second one is about to cross the line, and Andre Schürrle, who got the goal, boots the ball into the net for no reason. Of course, the goal is disallowed for offside because Schürrle was in an offside position. So everyone was disappointed in the Chelsea bench. Look at the goalkeeper, he's got his hands on his head. Why on earth did Schürrle do that? And then look at this, Victor Moses trying to lead the pitch, and Willian is just walking around in circles. So everything in this game was just bizarre as it comes. Victor Moses was waiting to leave the pitch as Willian was going to come on as a sub, but he clearly didn't want to come on the pitch, and I couldn't even press X because the game wouldn't continue. So Willian was just walking around in circles, and confirmation as well as Bale shot the ball. Schürrle was in an offside position. There was no replay, so I had to make one myself. But yeah, Schürrle, the ball is just about to cross the line, and for some reason Andre Schürrle decides to boot the ball in and of course cancel the goal. So it was a bit like when Ronaldo was going to score against Spain, that fantastic goal, and Nani put it over the line when he was in an offside position. So that was absolutely hilarious really, but it was still 2-1 to us thankfully, and we also had the goal chalked off for offside as well. Lamella's cross in, fantastic skill by Lamella. His cross in was met by the head of Ross Barkley, but as you can see he was offside. So 2 goals were disallowed for offside in this just bizarre game really. And in the 76th minute we have a throw-in which is given away, but it's won back by Fabian Schär. It comes to Lewis Holtby. Holtby gives the ball to Nathaniel Chalobah. He rolls it through to Daniel Sturridge looking for his hat-trick, but his first shot is blocked and his second shot is well saved by Courtois. So 2-1 is how the game would finish, and it was just an absolutely incredibly bizarre game. There were so many incidents when I was just sitting there thinking, what on earth is going on here? But that offside goal definitely takes the biscuit. It was absolutely ridiculous. What on earth was Andre Schürrle thinking? And you know, it just goes to show that the AI has got a long way to learn. This is on Legendary, and the AI has got a long way to learn in FIFA. It really does. They make some stupid decisions at times, and you know, at the end of the day, like, what player would bother doing that? He clearly knows he's offside, and he just decides to boost in when the ball is about to cross the line. But anyway, I don't care. We won the game by 2-1, and yeah, there you go. But regardless of such, we take on Nottingham Forest in our following game. This is in midweek, so we had to rest a few players as well, because although we had an international break coming, we still had to rest a few players because a lot of the players were on yellow and a couple on light green as well, and there was only one player on dark green, and that was Lloris. So it really was a bit of a problem for us in terms of stamina. But even so, we do take on Forest, and look at the top of the table after 7 or 8 games. It's very, very tight, and I think this season there could be a 3-way tie for whoever wins the title, because it really could be a tough one. But we take on Forest. Got a couple of their former players in our squad now, and we take on Forest, and the first chance will come in the 16th minute. Patterson plays well out wide to Jamie Mackie, and a former QPR man tries to cross the ball. It's cleared only as far as Patterson, who finds Henry Lansbury, and his shot goes into the back of the net. Forest take a shock lead, and I was sitting there and I was thinking, Hugo Lloris, what on earth are you doing? Because that shot by Lansbury, a former Arsenal player of all people, was so weak. It was so weak. He spanned in a 180-degree circle, and the shot was so weak, and it was central as well. It was completely central, and somehow it snuck under the body of Lloris, and that really is poor goalkeeping by the French goalkeeper. Maybe I'm being too critical, but for me, I don't know how Lloris didn't save that, to be honest. But even so, it was Spurs 0, Forest 1. But straight from kickoff, we tried to hit back. Andros Townsend gets on the ball and plays it through towards Daniel Sturridge. He finds Danny Rose. Rose comes forward, but his shot is well saved by Al Rashidi, and he claims the ball as well. So still Spurs 0, Forest 1, as we were trying to get back on level terms here. But in the 35th minute, the Dannies link up here. Danny Rose and Danny Welbeck with some nice passing, kept their way down the left flank, and they kept on going to get past Jamie Mackie and Matraz. And eventually, Rose got onto the ball down the left-hand side, and the two Dannies did really well before picking out a third Danny, I should say, Danny Sturridge, or Daniel Sturridge if you will, who gets to the cross and heads the ball into the back of the net. So good finish by Sturridge, all the Dannies and the Daniels involved there, and a really good finish by Sturridge to make it Spurs 1, Forest 1. In the 43rd minute we had a throw in here, and it is played forward towards the goal scorer Daniel Sturridge, who gets around Matraz and crosses the ball in, and Connor Wickham wins the battle in the centre and puts the ball into the back of the net. So Wickham makes it Spurs 2, Forest 1. He is going to have limited chances this year, but so when he does play, he needs to get the goals, and that was a really good finish by Wickham to make the score 2-1. Now, in the 49th minute, Andros Townsend plays the ball forward towards Danny Welbeck. First time volley, well saved by the goalkeeper, and it is still 2-1 to Spurs. So glad to still be in the lead in this game, but it really was looking like we were going to get a third goal. And in the 56th minute, we had a great chance here to get that third goal. Tom Carroll stops the ball, gets around his man, really good chance here, swings it across, but Daniel Sturridge's shot is well saved. So still Spurs 2, Forest 1, but as you can see, we had 7 shots compared to Forest's 1, and we really should have made it 3-1 by now. But from the kick out, it comes to Connor Wickham, who fake shots around his man and shoots from just outside the area, but the shot had a lot of power but not enough accuracy, and it goes over the bar. So still 2-1, but we really were threatening, and it was only going to be a matter of time before we did score the third goal. And in the 83rd minute, we had a throw in our own half. We played the ball out from the back. Stephen Corker finds Fabian Schär here, who carries the ball over the past the Nottingham Forest player, gives it to Andros Townsend. Townsend gets past one, really good chance here. What a skip to get around his man. Then a nice piece of agility. He gets past another player. He gets past like 3 or 4 players in this run. His shot is well saved, but it falls to Wickham, who puts the ball into the empty net. So Spurs 3, Forest 1, and a great run by Townsend. It's a shame he couldn't finish it off. Even so, Wickham did get the goal, and it is Spurs 3, Nottingham Forest 1, and the game was surely going to be ours. But pretty much straight from kickoff, Forest came back here, and as we failed to get the ball away with Andros Townsend, it's Henry Lansbury, the goal scorer, who plays it through towards Martin, is it, on the left-hand side, who swings it across. The first header is well saved, but eventually it is put in at the far post, and Forest get themselves a route back into the game. So pretty much straight from kickoff, it's Spurs 3, Forest 2, and out of nothing, Forest had a good chance to even go ahead and level this game and possibly get themselves a point, but as you will see, the game did indeed finish at 3-2. So it was a very, very difficult game, to be honest, when it came down to it, because Forest had 2 chances and they took them, and we had to be sure that we'd get enough goals to beat them. We did. It finished Spurs 3, Forest 2. We get another 3 points, and thankfully we are saved of embarrassment. And as always, guys, big thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode tomorrow afternoon.
And until next